Money champion. Money champion. Money champion. Money champion. Please play more soccer to be a triple champion. I play more soccer. Please play more soccer to be a triple champion. I play more soccer. Please play more soccer to be a triple champion. Shine yellow boys.
A very special political soccer game between CDC and CPP. Grab your seat. Who wants to sit in VIP tonight? This game that we are about to play, folks. Oh man, it will not be easy tonight. Invite a friend, grab something to drink, get the popcorn rolling as we get ready for this very special political soccer game between CDC and CPP. Who do you think gonna win, folks? A lot of things are happening in Liberia, and you need to be in the know. Invite a few friends. Oh man. As soon as I get signal from the referee, we will bring to you live the political soccer game tonight between CDC and CPP. Who do you think is going to be the winner? I need you to come in and help us tonight as we bring you this very special edition of political soccer game. CDC represents the Lone Star of Liberia, and CPP is all over the place as well, trying to make sure the Lone Star doesn't succeed. Big question: you think the CPP will win tonight, or you think the CDC will continue to win? My people, you'll help me ask the question and answer it tonight on Bridge Radio Africa. Very shortly, we're going to give you the names of the officials and the commentators, workers.
I want Liberian Lone Star, one of four players. I want Liberian Lone Star, got one of four players. I want Liberian people, we choose success. I want Liberian people, we choose success.
We're having elections on the 8th of December. in Liberia.
Our Liberian people, we choose success. Our Liberian people, we choose success.
15
Wherever you play, wherever you
seats
go, the
are
Liberian
available
people, we
for
choose
grabs.
victory, victory, victory.
118 people are trying to get in 15 seats on December 8th in Liberia. So to be represented now, that the only thing you see in life. To be senator, that the only thing you see in life. There are many other ways that you can impact the lives of the people in your country. You don't have to be in the government. But it seems this government job business, there are some folks who just can't do without it. Even when they are represented, they want to be senator. Greed, corruption. It's killing our country. When you are on the outside looking in, then you say, this person is corrupt. That person is corrupt. When you get in the position, you start to do the same thing. Liberia has been, Liberia is, Liberia will always be the hope of joke. You come, you abuse Liberia, you sleep with Liberia. At the end of the day, Liberia is left with nothing. Who are you? Why are you treating this country like that? You're making promises now. A lot of things are happening in the country. But let me say this to you. I am coming to Liberia this year. I will be in Liberia for the elections. And I'm not a coward. Liberia is my country. The last thing I will do is to be afraid of my friend human being. Whatever happens, happens. But I'm coming to Liberia this year. And I'll be in Liberia for the elections. Just know that I will be in Liberia. If you truly love Liberia, if you truly mean well for Liberia, we should criticize. When it's time to criticize, we should give credit when credit is due. I'm coming to Liberia. I will have the opportunity to see for myself firsthand. I will go places and see what these people have done. The CDC-led government. I want to see what they have done. Because they say we're sitting here in the diaspora and while others are working. And I want to have first-hand information. And I'm coming to Liberia this year. Before the December 8th election, I'll be in Liberia. This special political soccer game here tonight between CPP and the CDC. We want to know whether the CPP really means business, or they are just trying to do something to make it seem that they are serious, so that George Weah can go for the next term. Because if you truly mean business, you're supposed to work together. you're supposed to work together. And when you say this president or this CDC government is not doing nothing to reflect that they love the country, that they mean well to crack down on corruption, false promises, lies, deception, then you need to begin by working together. Next week, big things will happen. You will hear some big names on the radio next week on Bridge Radio Africa. The former chairman of CDC, George Solo, will be on Bridge Radio Africa. He has a lot to say. George Solo will be on Bridge Radio Africa next week. And folks, he has a lot to say. Now, this is a guy who really knows about Liberian politics. He will be in our Bridge Radio Africa studio next week. The lady who alleged that she was tampered with or sexually harassed, but it just confirmed an appointed foreign minister, Mrs. Wani Cummins Wilson, will also be on Bridge Radio Africa early next week. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to miss it. I'm told she has some very disturbing and damaging evidence. So we have a president who claims to be a feminine in chief. We are talking about our sisters being tampered with. And you appoint a guy who is accused of sexual harassment of one of his staff members. And I'm told the president knows this young lady. They go way back. Look, you can call me any name that you want, but I'm telling you, I am not stupid. I will not say things because they will make you happy. I will investigate. I will do my research. And I will be fair and balanced. If this government is doing well, I will tell you. If the government messes up, I will tell you. Because at the end of the day, like I've told you all the time, I am blessed. And I will continue to live the best of life until God calls me. And I just be looking at some of you on here to say, oh, the man tone changing and blah, blah, and blah. So, if I call myself the golden voice of Liberia, no, let me just say that if I call myself the golden voice of Liberia, if I am the medicine of the microphone, besides doing radio and television in Liberia, I came abroad and took it to a totally different level. Don't you think I deserve to do the same in my country? And for you to be able to do that, you have to be balanced. You have to be accurate. You have to be professional about it. Who will want to do business with you? If you're so bitter, when you see black, you call it white. And then when you see that we are trying our best to give the Liberian people what they want, You say, oh, the man has been tampered with. You can say all you want. I said this to you before. The last time I met George Weah was in 2002 in Atlanta, Georgia. The last time I came close to meeting George Weah was in 2018 December, when he called everybody, the diaspora Liberians that went to Liberia. We were all at the Jamaican resort. One of the things that I continue to tell you is that there's no way that you will speak against the CDC and you come back to them and they will take you seriously. I see some people that I resign, I rejoin, I resign, I rejoin. I come back, I did that. No. We are going to Liberia because we have interest in seeing our country go to a totally different level. We don't have to work for government. Though we're qualified, but we don't have to work for government. We have other businesses or business people in Liberia that want to see somebody do something for them in terms of professionalism, in terms of delivery. And we have it. Who is in Liberia that has the professional voice of ASHFORD GARLEY, the medicine of the microphone? So I should be on this side, you're angry. Why I'm angry for, I know. And then the people that you think you're getting angry for, they're on the other side cutting deals. While you're sleeping, they're making contacts. They're cutting deals. And then you say, oh, the man has been bought. First off, I am not suffering. And we tell God thank you. With good health and long life, I will continue to live the best of life, whether it's in Liberia or any other country. Because I've worked, I've paid my dues, and God is just now getting ready to reward me for what I've done in terms of working honestly, not cheating anybody. But our people have got to start thinking about going in another direction. When do you say, I'm tired? When do you say, let us leave this thing with the young people? You 60 years old plus, you still fighting to be senator or representative. You still asking for jobs. You started making money from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. When will you say, let us leave with the young people? We need a different kind of change now. When you pass 60, you should be thinking about dropping the towel and move on. And our presence in Liberia just before the December 8th election doesn't mean that we'll be stupid. Doesn't mean that we'll be everywhere. It doesn't mean that we'll be reckless. We're coming because we too are Liberians. And you say we on the internet, we're on the social media. We can't put our foot on the grounds in Liberia. We're coming to ask the tough questions. So this game tonight between the CDC and CPP, there are some actors who are in the CPP that really don't mean well for the CPP. You claim to be in the CPP, but you're also doing business with the CDC. Only because of greed. Only because of your own selfish gain. And these people made money. They made a lot of money. But it seems they can't just get enough. And because of greed, they still want to be a part. So when you are the CDC and you sat down for 12 years and say, you know what? We struggle. And you finally have the opportunity. And you start to do things that the people who you were once against did for 12 years. Then you're not any different. Where is the change? Before you came to power, we saw lawyers disappear. They died mysteriously. We saw government officials from LPRC. They died mysteriously. We can't solve the problem. The same things that happened during the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration, where when people think that you know something and they don't want the secret to be leaked, they will get rid of you. The same things are happening now. But why should we be experiencing these things under the guy who is all about peace, under the guy who once served as peace ambassador, the man who does not have blood on his hands? So that's how bad the country is now. You know what this does for Liberia? When you call Liberia Nina, people think that people on your skin now. Nobody wants to be bothered with our country. So bad news coming from our country. Nobody wants to be bothered. What kind of trouble is this? I leave my house to go to the bank because I think my pay is supposed to be there. Wanted to find out that they will find my body in the car. When I tried to call the phone, oh, don't worry. You will see them on Broad Street tomorrow. My people, what are we hiding? What is ready to go on in our country? And the thing here is, let us talk about wealth, man. I mean, how big of a home does somebody need to be this extremely greedy? and sometimes it really hurts to know that people who never earned $100 in their life, who never got on a plane before in their life, people who walked around with smelly feet that could barely brush their teeth, they are disrespecting our Liberian sisters. They are sleeping with girls against their will because they have power. And this is just not fair. Why it is true that all what I've said, and I know for a fact because that's what you people do. Now, because you hate this president, because you hate the administration, it doesn't mean that you should just get up and tell lies. And we have said some not so kind things about this government, about this president. But at the end of the day, you sit down and say, you know, what am I doing this? You know? As if those who consider themselves folks in the opposition are any better. You were there for 12 years. What have you done? Some of you were there long before Ellen. You know, sometimes I laugh. You say you're a big business person, but your business will only prosper when you're in government. When they take you from government, then your business go down. So what kind of business person you are? What kind of business person you are? You got the big place here, the big farm, everything that's going well when you're in the government. By the time they take government job from you, then everything just go down the drain. So I thought you say you're a businessman, you can't do without, you can do without government. So they take business from you now, then everything just go down the drain. What kind of business person are you? I will be surprised after December 8th when Alexander Cummings is still part of the CPP. Maybe Alexander Cummings just waiting until December 8th comes and goes, then he will decide that, you know what, I'm getting away from the CPP. Because people are within the CPP. People are within the CPP that went there purposely to destroy the CPP in exchange for their own selfish gain. Don't mind them pretending. They don't like you. They don't like the CPP. It's all about themselves. In the day you're a politician, in the night you pick up the phone and call to beg for favors to the president. You call these people serious people? Yeah, Thomas Fowler. I don't even know whether it's Thomas Fowler on the ballot or George Weah on the ballot. But George Weah seriously needs Monserrato. That's a stronghold. He claims that Monserrato is a stronghold. So he's trying to do everything to reclaim Monserrato. Darren Zidon does not have money, but he has people on his side. He has people that he can talk to. The ball is a real Liberian politician. Darren Zidon knows how the people minds work, but he doesn't have the money. And there are people within the CPP that can help him out, just how Thomas Fowler has been helped out now. But they will not do that. Because in their mind, if Darius DeLon wins as senator on December 8th, he instantly becomes the face of the opposition. Call Darius DeLon names all you want. You can talk all kind of nonsense you want. I don't even look at your comments you'll do down there. Then I just can't talk and get the hell out. I see you say. Call him all kinds of names. This young man knows Liberian politics. When you pass 60 years, stop to get ready to retire. We need the young people now to pick up the baton for Liberia. And I'm going to Liberia to do business, not to ask George Weah for a job, not to be a member of the CDC or the CPB. I've told you on several occasions. I don't know how I can say this again. But this is my country. When you hear that the people take color and chop my hair, tell them say, yeah, the men die for your country. But I'm not a coward. I never did anything bad to stop him from going to my country. I love my country so much, and I will be in Liberia this year before the elections in December. And we all need to pray for our country and pray that nothing happens in our country. If you are angry about the way things are going in the country, put numbers together. Get people to go out there and do something. And vote against George Weah. If you feel that George Weah is not good for the country, that's what you need to be doing. You think the talent and expertise that I have, again, I said some things back then out of emotion, sentiments that I'm not proud of. But I love my country. At my age now, so now when I push the carton, my back can be hurting, all my legs can be hurting. To touch my woman say it can be hard. I have a gift that when if I just go and just sit down behind this studio here, I will make money. Then I'm just be here. Why? In fact, why I getting angry for? I getting angry when the people on the other side, they are planning to come and do worse things. Let me tell you, the people who are on the opposition side, when they come to power, the things they will do, they're just waiting. The things they will do will be even worse. You will not even see anything wrong with George Weah. We always try to play on the minds of the young people, on the minds of the poor people. 1847, after 170 plus years, we have nothing to show. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was president when All Mill was pumping in $22 million every month, because All Mill was on the ground. St. Darby, $9 million every month. We have over 300 NGOs in the country. Oh man, Liberia was booming. And because Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was the first female president of Africa, and Liberia had just come out of war, donors from everywhere, billions of dollars were pumped in the country. One of the mistakes that Ellen Johnson made, in my belief, she did not invest heavily into the agriculture sector. This is a woman who accused Tubman Doe of nepotism, of corruption. She comes to power and starts to do the same thing for 12 years. The whole country, there's no electricity. I remember in the 80s, in Grand Jida we had electricity. In Bon County we had electricity. In Lofa, Nimba, Bon Mines, Cape Mine. The same things we used to do way back. When the light mistakenly comes on, and we say, hey! It's still happening in Liberia. When light goes off in a serious country, before the light goes off, they would call you and tell you, say, you know what? Just so you know, we would temporarily go out of power. Before they carry water, they will tell you, from 8 to 4 p.m., we'll carry water. In Liberia, guessing game. The country is polluted because every Tom, Dick, and Harry has generator. You call this a serious country? You never earned a dime before. You never earned $100 in your life. You finally have the opportunity. Our parents, it took them 10 to 12 years to have the house reach the roof level. But look at these boys. Look at these girls. In 60 days, you put up mansions. Who are you? How did you get the money? You're doing things to make it seem that you up there. You are doing things to make it seem like all is good. But when they try to make an attempt to expose you, then somebody dies. Somebody's head gets cut off with the cutlass. Somebody mysteriously dies. You call this a serious country? And I'm saying this because I'm coming home. I love my country. I will not be reckless with my life. I will go places. I will do some things because I want to be part of the upbringing of my country. But that does not mean that I should sit down and see. Look, I spoke to a renowned journalist yesterday in private. I will not call his name. And this boy said to me, big brother, some things are going on in this country. You can't go too deep. Because when you attempt to go too deep, you will not live to tell the story. That's how dangerous our country is. But if God didn't want me to go to Liberia, he would have shown me the sign. And I would have stayed here in America. But I'm going to Liberia. Don't get in my inbox and tell me, say, be careful, because I'm not stupid. I was in Liberia. I was in Liberia when Charles Taylor sent me into jail. I was in Liberia under the same roof with Chucky Taylor, Zoe Taylor, and Edwin Snow. And I survived. I'm not a coward. I'm coming to Liberia. Liberia needs me. Not for a government job, but from the private sector. I can make good use of my gift, my talent, and expertise. I started off as a production assistant, producer, executive producer. Made it big in Liberia on the radio. I moved to America. Went to one of the best institutions for radio and television. My country needs me. And I will go back home and give back to my country. If you think that is a crime and you want to go after me, so be it. I'll be waiting for you. Let's start the football game. And for the Liberia national team, ladies and gentlemen, we have the captain, George Weah. George Weah is flying on the left-hand side there by Nathan McGill to Samuel Toed, Jefferson Koji, Wilson Topic, Patrick Sodo, Wilhelmina Jala. We'll also see Piso City Todd, Eugene Nangwe, Musa Dane, Mulba Molu, Nimari Pearson, Thomas Doe 9, and Sam Blue. And for the CPP, I see Joseph Newman Boyka, Alexander Bay Cummins, Yomli Kanga Lawrence, Darius Delon, Steve Zarko, Sandro Johnson, Edith Gonklo Ware. I also see the Tiller Ureta Wongwe, Theodore Mobile, Money Packet Domoine, Sandro Johnson, and the rest of the crew, folks. I'm telling you, this game would not be easier this afternoon. The ball is in the middle of the field. The ball comes to George Weah. George Weah looks around. He beats Swam, puts it to me. He connects Nathan McGill. Nathan McGill to Samuel Toet on the Jefferson Koji. Jefferson Koji looks around to Wilson Topic. Wilson Topic has 2 left feet. We call it Joker. The Papi no Mao. But Wilson Topic is not the commerce minister anymore. My people, that promotion from commerce to EPA, you let all know now what going on. Georgie, what did you see that we didn't see? Hey God. The ball has been taken away now by Darius Delon. Darius Delon looks around. He beats on to the Ure back to Delon, onto Cummins. Coming to Yomli Kanga. Kanga to Steve Zarko. Zarko looks around to Sandro Johnson. He's moving deep in the heart of the field. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The ball comes to Edith Gonklo Ware. Back to Delon. Delon is moving. My people, Delon has been brought down by Thomas Fowler. And Delon is complaining. Delon is complaining. Thomas Fowler has all the support. And the people in the CPP, don't want to help Delon. Some of them that have money don't want to help Delon. They say we help that man, and that man win the election. Yeah, that man will become the face of this of the opposition. Damn yeah, what time finish you? But you made a lot of money before. You 80 years old. For 12 years, you were vice president. You come from the car garage to rehab. You in rehab now. You can't let a thing go. What more you want? They take the decision and say, but chairman of CPB, you already not talk. Why am I say it again? And let me tell you something. You see George Lobo? I like this kid. George Lobo is the guy. I'm surprised that George Lobo is not a lawyer. George Lobo can turn lie into a truth. Look, when something happened here and that thing is not true, when you give George Lobo the opportunity to talk, when George Lobo finishes talking, you'll be confused whether that lie you are talking or that truth you are talking. That's just how powerful George Lobo is. This boy got sweet mouth. He can talk. George Lobo, you think George Lobo that smart man? George Lobo, that picking from Arizona. You want to play with George Lobo? When that boy lay out things for you, you just ask man and fall in law for your political party. That Joseph Boyka you won't sell to us. Joseph Boyka, who according to President Weah can be begging him, say, the battery in my heart now, the battery can go down. Please give me something so I can go to the hospital. That the man you want can sell to us now. You think that Joseph Boyka now is ready to be the president of Liberia in 2024? You ask God first to see what will happen between now and 2024 when the man is 80 years old. You ask God first. Darius Dillon has a lot of work to do. You see people that Accra's great and calling Darius Dillon a vacation senator. You have the chairman of the CDC telling you that Darius Dillon, if he does win the election in December, he will resign as chairman of CDC because the pressure is on them. When you see Samuel Toy becomes a campaign manager, he leaves his office and comes to campaign on behalf of Thomas Fowler. You know things are really tough because the president tell him he'll sit down and will lose much rather than the same Supreme Court of Liberia that said that the voter registration should be clean. They are the same ones today that are saying that CPB ain't got case. CNN, yo, what is going on? You start asking for nothing trouble. We don't want to see anything ugly in our country. Dead people names still on the roster. Foreigners, their names still on the roster. People have registered multiple times. They're still on the register, and you are saying that there's no need to clean the roster. Now I see why people that mobile and get in and say, if Dara didn't win, I will resign as chairman. Now I see why people that Akara's grading and get up and say, you know what? Dylan is done.
I want Liberian Loonstar, wonderful players. I want Liberian Loonstar,
And because you won,
I want Liberian people with you success.
You want Thomas' father to lose so badly. Don't get up and say things that are not true. You get up and say, oh, I see big trouble. The people, big trouble in the Thomas father hustle. In university, they come in with ballot boxes inside. You know, but my little brother, Mike Jabate, he had a T5 Academy, and he tried to counterclaim that the truck that you saw on the container
200 motorbikes with campaign t-shirts
came with motorbikes and campaign materials.
You have to stop misleading the public.
And not ballot boxes.
Misleading the public. Because that's the only way you can
Let us listen to Mike Jabate.
Do you know what is in the container truck? 200 motorbikes with campaign t-shirt. Now, what is going on tomorrow? We are not going to test the container tomorrow. The Liberian National Police is going to be here with journalists tomorrow to open this container to inform the public that Henry President Costa, he's the best liar in Mama Liberia. He's good at misleading information. He's good at misleading the public. You want to survive. There is the talk. There is the talk. He's talking about SK4. There is no ballot paper in this container. Why you allow to the public Henry President Costa? You are a criminal. It is good to get correct information. Now you lie because you know Darius Donald cannot win the most American county seat. So the only means you guys can do to carry on negative propaganda to undermine this government. Now you found citizens around here all year today. People are all around here. They are watching us. Guys, continue. Let's go.
My Jabate, I must see the motorbikes tomorrow. If I don't see the motorbike tomorrow, I will come for you. Let me tell you, I'm going to see the motorbike tomorrow.
They get 200 motorbikes in the particular container. 200 motorbikes with t-shirt, campaign t-shirt. I went at the T5 University to convince the public. Right now, I'm at the right T5 Academy. So you see there, holding your line on the government here. What do you want for the government now? I want you to drive the car. Bring the car closer. Bring the car closer. There's a container.
My Jabate, I want to see the motorbikes tomorrow. I want to see the campaign material. Hayaka.
Bring the car, bring the car. Yeah, bring the car, bring the car, bring the car. We want to expose them back to the Costa tonight. They continue with me until tomorrow. They turn the car around. Take time with the mother. Go in front, turn around, go in front. Yeah, they continue here, my people. Yeah, the T5 Academy here. No, let you drop. Okay, come. Sit in the car, come. Okay, go on the bike. Go back. Go back.
Very interesting country.
Go back.
15 seats.
Okay. Go back again. Go back.
118 people want to be senators.
Yeah, there is a container they're talking about.
What?
Okay, right there. There is a container. We will inform the public. We brought 200 motorbikes in the container. Not bad people. Just a few minutes ago, you lied to the public. There is a container, my people. Everybody to the cause a liar. We grab it now. You can't continue to lie to the public. Tomorrow, I hope Pacha City listen to me. Bring the Liberian National Police, bring the NSA here, Let them come and open the continue. Whether there is battle passing in the continue yet. Why must he laugh at the prophet? Why must he laugh?
I want to see the motorbikes in that continent tomorrow. Majabate.
You lie. Let's continue here. We can motorbike inside here. We can fit t-shirt. Then you say, next bro, battle paper, they brought 40 feet continue to Thomas Fala as T5 Academy. I'm around the T5 Academy now. There's a continue now. Just continue to laugh at the prophet. Then you let the world know that Henry Pedro Costa is a liar. They continue. I will sleep here tonight. I'm going to stay in my car tonight to make sure Liberia National Police, the NSA, the whosoever, they're all going to be here tomorrow to expose it.
And something you got to be very careful with Majabate. Because when he gets up on the wrong side, you don't know what he's going to say next. That you bad, that you man, that you bad, that you man. The men are talking now. So we'll wait tomorrow. According to him, they will have the Liberian National Police. They will have the media institutions to be there, and then they will open up the container and to see what they have in the container. Yeah, but before I go home tonight, folks, Adolph Lawrence, Representative Adolph Lawrence is gone. Matthew Innes is gone. 3 employees. When the first 2 were allegedly murdered, we were told that they were looking for the 3rd person. And just within days, the 3rd person got murdered. For you to appear as elite or some of the biggest names in the country, when blood is on your hand, you will want to be exposed. If these people died a natural death, only God will reveal these things to us. Remember, you are husband, you are a wife. These people that were allegedly murdered have wives and have husbands. They have children. Put yourselves in their shoes. You know what it means? That this child will no longer see her mother, or she will no longer see her father. Because you want to protect something. You allegedly orchestrate a mission to have them killed. People say, oh, don't go to Liberia, the country is bad. No, this is my country. I'm coming to Liberia. I didn't do anything to be afraid to go to my own country. The question now is, I have to be concerned with my surroundings, you know. One of the things that you don't do when you go to Liberia is not the same place. When you go to Liberia and you say Joshua is not doing well, they will take your knee and say, you said Joshua, man, do. Joshua, pa, do. You have got to be very careful. You want to school me about Liberian politics? I went to Liberia for the first time after 15 years in 2016. First of all, just know that everybody you talk to, just know that you've been recorded. Just know that. They record you and attempt to destroy you. This is the kind of country we have. For people to get close to power, they are fighting among themselves. And to get a position now, the president already told you, it's not about your qualification. It is about your loyalty. And you think you can flip-flop. You can resign and rejoin. And you can do this and do that. You think you would leave the CDC and go back and it would take you seriously? No. They will wait for you to come back and you tell the secret of the people you just left. Then they dash you. That's who they are. So if you're smart, you have a head on your shoulder, you've got to be very careful.
I play Mosaka, please play Mosaka to be a triple champion. I play Mosaka.
The game has ended, folks. No score to either side. No score to the CPP and no score to the CDC. We'll bring a very special edition of the political soccer game and we'll be on Cool FM 91.9. And the game will be aired every Saturday in Liberia. With that said, folks, I just want to end on this note that the president of our country, the president of Liberia, Sunday when I listened to him, he stressed a lot about peace. He wants peace. And as he went on to talk, he talked about peace. We all need peace in Liberia. But you can't just talk about peace. You have to be sincere when you talk about peace. And this is where we are going to come and make the difference. Bridge Radio Africa, we get to Liberia very soon. We will build bridges of peace, reconciliation, unity. We will build bridges of love. We'll build bridges that will avoid hatred, envy, and jealousy. That's what our country needs. With that said, folks, tough times don't last, tough people do. The heart of a man is never known until he rises. And there's no second chance to make that first impression. Don't see okra and swallow bone because you can't hide your nakedness from bathing bucket. When God bless you, don't see that medicine. When you see crawfish come from underneath the water and say the crocodile here is sweating, don't say that lie. Jire, se tu pa yege, zebon play ora na je ko me o jire ji. O de no muzu ni won je madobo. Gboro bla e pare ko yo gboro sei. Dwayne Wayne, cheers on it. Folks, the medicine of the microphone, the golden voice of Liberia, the brother who doesn't eat iron, but he's definitely stronger than a lion. ASHFORD the giant, the now you know me GARLEY. Have a good night.
I want Liberian Rooster, one of four players. I want Liberian Rooster, got one of four players. I want Liberian people, we choose success. I want Liberian people, we choose success.
Our Liberian people, we choose success. Our Liberian people, we choose success. Wherever you play, wherever you go, the Liberian people, we choose victory, victory, victory. Lose like a first victory. Lose like a first victory. Lose like a first victory. Kaya pepe, 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 kaya pepe.
Yellow boys, boys. Shine yellow boys. Shine yellow boys. Shine yellow boys. Shine yellow boys.
When we go on and talk my signal when soccer come to order, Liberian Darling Club, yeah. Liberian Golden Boys, yeah. Liberian Golden Boys, yeah. Liberian Yellow Boys, yeah. Liberian Darling Club, yeah. Liberian Golden Boys, yeah. Liberian Yellow Boys, yeah.